Hello everyone, so got some exciting news. I've got an order in. This came from Tomato Eden, and as you can see, it had a long trip to get here. This is my first time ordering from Tomato Eden, but I've seen nothing but good words about it. People seem to really enjoy this company. And some of these are ultra rare tomato seeds. Very, very rare. Before I even open it, this is one of the first things that I loved about this company. So most seed companies, big companies, there's no personalization. And look at this. This is really cute. So that was great to see, knowing that I ordered from a smaller company, which the website would have you fooled because there are thousands of varieties on that website. You would think it's a bigger company, but there is a human behind this one. So I really liked that. You don't get this type of service from something like Baker Creek. And again, before I open it, I do want to mention that this company, since it is overseas and since the website is not in English, or at least I think it's not, I think I used Google Translate on it. There can be some things that are a little lost in translation, but for the most part, the website is super easy to order from. I did have to do a little bit of external translating to figure out some things, but that was no big issue. This website is incredible. It is, if you collect tomato seeds, this website is incredible. You need to check it out. I haven't even really looked at the seeds yet. I've glanced at them, that's it, but already I love this website. I'm already encouraging you guys to check it out. There's a human touch to this company. They shipped quickly. I think it took around 18 days, 20 days to get here. But again, it's coming from Europe, so it's got quite a long trip. The prices were incredible. And not only are the prices incredible, I actually used a 20% off coupon on this order. I think I spent $55. And a chunk of that was currency conversion. That wasn't even the order total. On top of that, shipping was included in the amount I quoted. So this is an incredible deal. I know, it's taking me way too long to open it. So let's get it open. Look at how well they're packed. Just a piece of junk mail. We use Google Lens on it, and it's actually like a political junk mail. So they do upcycle materials, which is cool. I know some people may have a problem with that, but I'm all about it. If you can recycle something, do it. If you have a look here, that's a lot of seeds. I'd say it was well worth $55. Not only are they well packed, but they have pictures. Look at those. I love that. Absolutely love that. Now, on top of all of this, it was already cheap, it was already a good deal, and this company is very well respected in some of the tomato groups. But I also got 3 little gifts. Hardin's miniature. See, these aren't just regular plain Jane tomatoes either. Strawberry Sergeant and Lil Peeps. Pretty sure this is Microdwarf. I think I've already got that one. I'm not sure, but I'm not complaining in any fashion because those 3 gifts are really cool. They're not some plain Jane tomato variety that everybody has. This isn't like a free gift of aroma tomato or a run-of-the-mill lettuce or like a standard red cherry tomato. So that's pretty cool. I really liked that. So let's get into it and see what different varieties that I have here. Alright, so I'm going to try to move through these kind of fast. Let me zoom in a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to try to move through these pretty fast. So here we have Pineapple Blues. And that is a big slicer beefsteak type tomato. And this one is Ooh La La. This one, I think the reason why I ordered this one, if you take a look at that right there, I think they all have those like little things on them. I've seen it in tomatoes before, but I think this one was bred specifically for it, so I thought that was pretty cool that somebody did that. We have Uptown Funk. And it's worth noting that you see right here, it says 2019. Some of these are older. Now, that's fine with me because tomato seeds, they last forever. But this was probably like $1 deal. They had some that were on clearance, and I ordered some of those. So some of these will be much older. Purple Fog. This one was really pretty. Dark Night. Isn't that beautiful? Sweet Caramel Sofia F5. So this is a hybrid. I would say it's nearly stabilized. Another very interesting one. This is Leprechaun Gosha F5. Again, probably not completely stable, but shouldn't have too awful much variation, I'd hope. And I will save seeds for these based on the phenotype and flavor that they should have. That one's pretty too. This is Cherokee Rose Green. Cherokee tomato, gotta have it. Kookaburra Cackle. Those are pretty as well. I'm pretty sure that this one, yeah, 2018, that was probably 50 cents or $1. Or there's a currency conversion. They're close, but they're not exact. So if it's 50 cents, it's probably more like 75 cents. I'm not great with the conversion rates, but you guys understand what I'm saying. This was one of the peppers I ordered. This is Pippin's Golden Honey. This is an excellent pepper. I'm going to see if I can get some mature enough for this year. I'll be able to grow them either way, but the plants may not do wonderfully. This is an excellent pepper. If you don't have it, you need it. I've grown it in the past. I've got a video about it. Just a really delicious pepper. This is such a good sweet pepper. I did not save seeds, or I think actually I used the last of my seeds, and I think the bad potting mix got them, and I never reordered. But we're going to continue on. So we have Dwarf Black Wizard. I did order a lot of varieties that had some antho to them, or some chocolate varieties. Flowers Hummingbird. This one was also a cheaper one. This one I think was just really weird and strange. You see the bottom of that tomato? I think that's why I ordered this one, because it was weird. And this one, anytime I see a big, juicy yellow tomato, I can't help myself. I can't. They're my favorites. They're always the best flavored tomatoes, in my opinion. But that is Dwarf Kangaroo Paw. But I also really like the dark tomatoes. There are very few tomatoes I've met that I don't like. And those tomatoes I've met that I don't like are usually either mealy or mushy. And most people don't like a mealy tomato anyways. Crow Eye. Now, this one, I feel like I've seen this one mentioned as a Microdwarf, but I have a feeling it's not. So I could be getting myself confused. But this one looked like it would be a great one. Siberian Panther. This is another beautiful tomato. And the pictures, they're not super high quality. Like, some of the colors are a little off. I'm not complaining about the picture quality, but you'll see better pictures. If you go to their website, if you write some of these varieties down, go to their website, you'll see better pictures there. I absolutely love having the pictures in the front of the pack. This is Curly Kale. This variety, it's the plants that are cool. I've wanted some curly leafed varieties for a while. There's some more of them somewhere in here. But I absolutely love, here they are. I absolutely love the curly varieties, and I've wanted to add them. I don't know if these are as curly as the variety that I saw originally that I wanted, And these ones, they have very similar pictures. But they're Curly Fire and Curly Sugar. This is Curly Kaley. I think these came from the same hybrid. I think there's 4 different ones. So it's Curly Fire, Curly Sugar, and I think there was 2 more. And I skipped on the other 2 and bought these 2. But I think they're all stabilized varieties that came from the same original cross. But they, like this one, they're supposed to have that curled foliage. So we'll see how those do this year. This is Mennonite Tomato. It was also 2019. It looks like an absolutely beautiful tomato. It looks like an orange. So if I'm going to get any variety on the cheap, you guys know I'm going to take it to add to my collection, if nothing else. Because tomato seeds are like Pokemon around here. So we went over this one. That's Hardin's Miniature. And then Strawberry Sergeant. I think I actually considered ordering this one and I didn't. So that was nice to see. Micro Sun. This should be a Microdwarf right here. And it does say F8, so it may not be completely stable. This is Microdwarf Heartbreaker Dora Yellow. Look at those, they're little hearts. Isn't that cute? And again, Microdwarf varieties. Lil Peeps, this one should also be a Microdwarf variety. Sergeant Pepper's Bronza. I have gotten my hands on a lot of Sergeant Peppers lately. I don't know if that's Rebella's or I guess it's Rebella's Riddle. That is stunning. So it looks like a yellow tomato with lots of antho throughout. Heart-shaped. That'll be an exciting one to try. We have Dwarf Tennessee Suited. And Tennessee Suited was on my ISO list, so this may be the same one. I'm not sure. I think there could be multiple Tennessee Suiteds. I think there might be a Tennessee Suited and a Dwarf Tennessee Suited. I'm not sure. I need to find out. This one was super cool. So these are mini Marzanos, but they're Microdwarf. I am so excited for this. So excited for this because most Microdwarf varieties are just little cherries. So if this is actually a paste Microdwarf, that's really exciting. Really exciting. I'm excited for that one. And this is LK Christmassy. I do believe that stands for Longkeeper. That is a big tomato. And it says 1.8 meters plus. So I don't know. Most of the Longkeepers are determinate plants, so I guess we'll find out. This is an F1. It is Sofia's Ginger Comet, so who knows how these tomatoes are going to come out. Hopefully they do come out like that. They should since they're F1, but anything saved from them, it's up in the air. And this does look like a regular red tomato, but most of the variegated varieties do. This is Dwarf Flashy Ace Variegated. Variegated means the plants, the leaves will be multicolored, so the leaves could be dark green, light green, white. It's very pretty. It's almost like a tomato plant as stained glass, so it's pretty cool. And that is a very pretty light yellow tomato. This is Microdwarf Raindrop. I cannot get enough of my Microdwarfs, that's for sure. Here is another variegated variety, and this one, if you look at the picture, you can see some striping on the tomato, so that's neat. They don't always have variegation on the fruit. Dwarf Sandy Stripes. My variegated tomatoes have been popular, and I already wanted to expand on my variegated tomato collection, so hopefully that'll bring me up to, I think, 6 or 7 different variegated varieties. UFO 47 gold. Again, yellow tomato with, I believe, that's a little bit of antho. It's not brown. So I'm excited for that. Big yellow tomato. I always love them. I just always love the big yellow tomatoes. So I have a lot of faith in all the yellow varieties that I have ordered. So as you can see, I got a pretty large lot of tomato seeds. I'm so very excited to try all these. I have a ton of tomatoes that are already started. So you can see this flat here. I have this flat right here. And then I have this flat. The middle ones are not planted, but that is a lot of tomatoes already. Also, these do not include my microdwarfs. I have a whole nother flat of those. So I have 4 flats of just tomatoes. I'm getting so excited for tomato season. It is getting so close. Some of these actually did not sprout. I've got a couple here that did not. I'm going to try to re-sow this one over here, but I think I'm out of seeds for these two. So, essentially what I do sow out of the order I just got could potentially be simply filling in holes of the varieties that have not sprouted. There are some over here that haven't sprouted, but these are much younger, so there's still time. I mean, if you look over here, now some of these plants have been around for a while. These were the first tomatoes that I sowed aside from my microdwarfs. And that one right there is just coming up. So there's still some hope. Maybe not so much for these, but for these over here that have not sprouted and these, there's still plenty of time. I will try to give you guys an update once some of the seeds have sprouted from this company, but I have full faith in them. I don't think there will be any issues with germination. Thank you all so much for watching.